loss to Stanford last night was ugly. And now we're taking that Mike Norvell's buyout. This is a little bit tougher because I've seen different articles. One has him down to $48 million buyout, and I'll see another one with a 60 to 65 million. So I really don't know what the buyout is. I do know they got to pay 85% of his remaining contract. He did have a restructured deal, after they went 2-10 last year. So maybe that kind of adds to the confusion of why, the buyout is different than what it is. But we'll see what happens. And, depending if the buyout's closer to 48 million or in the 60, I think that'll determine how fast they pull the trigger. That loss to Stanford last night was ugly, and I think that was the real nail in the coffin. I mean, Pittsburgh was kind of the nail in the coffin when they lost that, but you can't go on the road to a bad Stanford team and lose like that. You're already on the hot seat after Pittsburgh. You went 2-10. That exhausted all the credibility you had with the fan base. And then you won the Alabama game. You went 3-0. That brought it back. Almost felt like the 23 season again. It's been a rough time as of being a Florida State fan. You had the 23 undefeated season. Then you get snubbed. Then you go 2-10, and you feel the other end of the spectrum. Then you beat Alabama, win the next two games convincingly. Feels like you're back on top of the world. And then now we feel like we're back at the bottom again. That loss to Stanford, though, for Mike Norvell, given that I say the ACC is an easier conference as a whole, and these are the bottom teams of a weaker conference. Like, you just cannot have those performances like that. So I would say, depending if the boosters, decide to pony up enough money, I certainly think Norvell could be done real soon. If you look at his press conference last night, he just looked defeated in there. He looked like a man that knew his time was up to me. So we'll see what happens.